What's up?
Hey everybody, it's Kathy and Mark from Cinemondo doing, guess what? A trailer reaction.
That's what we always do. Talk about movies, think about movies, watch trailers.
It's only our favorites. Gosh, if we could do this like as a full-time job and survive on that, wouldn't that be great? That's a dream, isn't it? I guess some people do that. We don't. But maybe
you
someday.
Don't do that. Some people do. I know.
No, we're a co-op. Cinemondo is kind of a co-op of film lovers.
That's right.
Yeah. So before we get into the next movie, let's just talk about the Cinemondo YouTube channel membership program. For $2.99 a month, you get emojis, member shout-outs, priority replies, badges.
Member shout-outs.
$4.99, you get all that. Plus, you can request videos, and we'll mention your name, and we'll definitely talk about it. So that's a fun thing to consider. And we also have a Discord channel, which is really popping with a lot of people coming in talking about
getting more and more interesting.
Yeah. So we're doing, whether it's, movies or true crime documentaries or just random thoughts about anything under the sun. It's there. So I hope you consider it. We love doing it. We love talking to people and going back and forth. It's great to meet people from all over the world.
And we also love it in the comments. So be sure and comment and tell us what you think of this or any other movies you want us to look at, because we honestly cannot get enough of it. We love movies. Just give it more.
They keep coming, and if we don't have these requests, it's hard for us to keep up, because you can go and say, okay, here's the movies that are coming out, but it might be 5 or 6 a month, when I know there's a lot more than that. So, but anyway, this film is a film that just came out on January 13th, and it's playing here in the Los Angeles area. It's called Waltair Veerayya. I hope I pronounced that correctly. And that is the title character, played by the actor Chiranjeevi. And it's a Telugu-language action comedy film directed by Bobby Kolli.
His credit is actually Megastar Chiranjeevi. So I'm assuming he's not just anyone. He's huge. So I always love being introduced to new megastars.
Yeah. And he plays the title character. He plays a fisherman. And I don't know much else about it other than it's an action comedy. So I'm interested to see what the film's about, so we'll get a little taste here in the trailer.
I hope I don't get seasick. Okay.
You know me. You and I, Kathy, will be, whatever.
We'll turn it off before things get bad.
Exactly.
Okay. Here we go.
మా డిపార్ట్మెంట్ డేటాబేస్ లో అతను పాపులర్ ఖైదీ. Be careful guys, he's a monster. మాస్ అనే పదానికి బొట్టు కోసి పేరెట్టిందే ఆయన చూసే.
Okay.
Yeah, there we go.
Veerayya, Waltair Veerayya. Instagram lo petara. I enjoy Malaysia.
And you have the best view.
రోజు మీరు అక్కడ కనపడతారేంటి?
Sorry?
మీరు కనపడకపోతే అది బెస్ట్ వ్యూ ఎందుకు అవుద్దండి?
మీ ప్యాట్ లో అమ్మాయిలు జోలికి వస్తున్నాయి కదా, మీకు ప్రాబ్లం?
ఏ ప్యాట్ లో అమ్మాయిలు జోలికి వచ్చినా నాకు ప్రాబ్లమే. ఈ కథలోకి నేను రాలా. నా కథలోకి మీరందరూ వచ్చారు. వీడు నా ఎరా, నువ్వే నా సరా. వైజాగ్ లో గట్టి ఆటగాడు లేడని ఒక పులి పూలతో ఊగుతుందట. రికార్డ్స్ లో నా పేరు ఉండటం కాదు, నా పేరు మీదే రికార్డ్స్ ఉంటాయి. హలో మాస్టారు, ఫేస్ కొంచెం లెఫ్ట్ టర్నింగ్ ఇచ్చుకోండి.
ఒక్కొక్కనికి బాక్స్ బద్దలైపోతాయి.
ఏంట్రా బద్దలయ్యేది? ఈ సిటీకి నీలాంటి కమిషనర్లు వస్తుంటారు పోతుంటారు, కానీ ఇక్కడ వీరయ్య లోకల్.
Oh baby.
Oh my God.
Holy shit, that was insane.
I would call I put that under the kitchen sink trailer variety, where there's every single thing under the sun. There.
Oh my God.
I don't know if he was a great fisherman, but he certainly did. Was dancing and singing and fighting and all kinds of. It's like everything's.
He looked good standing out there on the boat. Like, that's right. And I love how they started really serious.
Somehow keeping a cigarette lit amongst the spraying, ocean water everywhere.
I love his wardrobe. Like, it's like usually these guys are just in pretty neutral tones. Like the wardrobe is
he
like
was very colorful,
and he's got all these colorful patterns and stripes, and
right.
He really stood out from the background and from everyone else by wearing these insane clothes. And then you have like the beginning where everything's kind of dark and then you pop out, it's all color and he's dancing and everything's crazy. And
then there's motorcycles in the woods, and then there's elephants stomping on cars, and then they're holding a big black sheep.
Talking about the differences so this is Telugu, right? So it's in the RRR camp. That's the language RRR was made, and it was made many languages, but that's the country is. Well, I'm not even gonna get into this.
Well, it kind of.
But anyway, it's that sort of defying gravity type filmmaking where everything's flying through the air and everything's super glossy and the major effects and the stars are in slow motion, walking through smoke a lot.
And it makes perfect sense that since RRR has been such a worldwide hit, winning Golden Globes and an Oscar potential, that they're going to follow suit and say we can make our own RRR, and just it's why not? So
because
this
honestly,
feels
there's an appetite for it,
because it has sort of the formula. Because you have the two actors, the two big stars are fighting each other, the good guy and the bad guy and all that kind of stuff, or they're both bad guys. I don't know. We're both good guys. So it's just like there's everything in it. So the question is, does that work like RRR worked? Because it's sort of had a feel that worked. You can kind of get into it. Or does this is this a mishmash? It's hard to tell,
Hard to tell because, even if you're looking at the RRR trailer, it does look very over the top and crazy. We were reacting to the trailers way before the movie came out, and we were like, what's this defying gravity? Until we sort of started figuring out that some genres do that. It does, Rajamouli has that style that he can bring this big budget look and a feel through camera work and actors and just really tight choreography to make it feel elegant and upscale. Now, this doesn't necessarily have to be that because it looks like it's more of like an action comedy. Like I'm going to kind of liken it to stuff like, like the Chris Rock and
or Lethal Weapon type of stuff,
like
that kind of thing.
The action's for real and the story has there's stakes and there's some real violence, but it's mostly there's a lot of fun and snarky comments and
right.
And this looks like that, and he looks very entertaining. I think that actor Megastar looks really cool.
Yeah, and I also like the other star. I think his name was Ravi something. Yeah, but I think
he's holding a little baby goat. It was so good.
Nothing happens to that baby goat. That's
oh my God, I have to check. And that elephant. I have to check on these things. Does the dog die?
I know. I think the elephant will be okay. That's my guess. They're not going to fool around with messing up an elephant, and especially in India.
No, not in India. No way. Yeah. Elephant rules. That's
right. So I think so. Anyway, it looks like a lot of fun as a trailer. Really it looks like that's a lot of cool stuff going on. It looks like you're going to get your money's worth if you go to the theater. You're going to get a lot of stuff going on. So,
so anyway,
okay, let's check it out.
Let's continue the marketing and see how it goes through. So we have this one. So it looks this one's serious. This is a glamour mega.
Maybe it's an early poster. Maybe they changed the title. Who knows?
And character posters have their own thing. They do their own thing. So then we have. This is correct. It has a title on it.
Yeah.
I know I got this one right.
It's got the red sunglasses. Burke would be happy to see the sunglasses.
And the pattern on the clothes is awesome.
Yeah.
And, he's got the cuffs on, so I guess he's the bad guy. But I love how the anchor is kind of tied into the title, though I have no idea what that has to do with the rest of the story, really.
And of course, those are all... Is that gun? Are those guns back there? I know
rifles.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, rifles. Yeah,
we don't know shit about guns, even if we are from America. We don't know shit.
I've never shot a gun in my life.
I shot a gun a few times. They're very loud. They're kind of scare me a little bit.
Yeah.
And then we have We have here's Mega 154 again. So I think this is like his Megastar poster. Like
yeah, it is because he's got the anchor. Yeah. Where the anchor is where we'll he'll be far behind. So it's interesting the storyline. Like, how does a fisherman, who's obviously I guess a drug smuggler,
yes,
do all this kind of stuff? So
I think he's more a drug smuggler, calling himself a fisherman.
Right. Probably.
Also, I thought it was interesting. All these posters have this warm palette. They're all this warm gold palette. And yet the movie, he has super colorful. Like when you get off the boat, everything comes to life. Like it's all this gorgeous color, and he stands out in all this like bright tones. But they keep these very serious. I don't see any comedy in this really. Very
no, definitely. Well, I think it's like he's a badass. They're selling the badass actor,
and I don't blame him. He looks like a badass.
Yeah, but the trailer shows something different, which is, I guess, okay. I mean, you would know more. I think you want that to be tied in. Maybe it doesn't have to be. I don't know.
We're a little. Do we sound confused about this whole campaign?
It looks like it's like a hodgepodgey, mishmashy kind of a thing.
It's a hodgepodgey, mishmashy. That's lingo. That's industry lingo.
Exactly. Yeah, I know. But it looks appealing too, and it's playing at the theaters. It's getting good reviews, so that's a cool thing. I mean, at least based on Fandango.
If you've seen it, give us some comments if you've seen it, and how does the movie relate to the posters and trailers? Like, is it really fun? Is it a tight storyline? Is the tonal feel of the film more more cohesive in the actual film? Because sometimes the trailers you have to cut so much stuff together. So let us know if it's good. Basic is what I'm asking. Is it good?
Yeah. And it's a 2.5 hour movie. You got to cut all that stuff into like 2.5 hours. Yeah, 2.5 minutes. So anyway, it looks intriguing. It's something that's playing in LA, so it's something that we can kind of consider. Say,
ooh, is it close? I'm gonna find that something close.
No, it's Long Beach.
These things in LA, the city's so damn big that sometimes you have to drive like an hour.
Right. So you go Long Beach is an hour and a half. It's like
no.
Yeah.
We'll figure it out though, people. We will see it eventually though. We will. Yeah. But let us know if it's good. You guys tell us.
Yes. So that's our little look at Waltair Veerayya. And thanks as always for checking us out. And we'll see you guys soon. Okay. Bye.